downstairs at it. So I got in some rebuild kits for my Pistelli X-68 magazines, some rebuilds for the detent, the spring, the new detent, and the new spring, and the little pin on here. So I rebuilt that. I also obtained some longer springs that I cut to fit this with the 2-round extension on it as well. So it'll fit 8, but I'm just loading 6 of the 8.5 gram balls in here, and we're going to test with that first rather than 8 of them. I'm hoping the extra room in the mag as well might help out with the ball bounce, with the heavy ball bounce that I was getting. We'll see if that helps my situation at all. Yes, I'm still desperately trying to figure out a workaround around the mag drop. Also, I'm going to be doing the 3 times 12 gram, my typical CO2 setup in this, except for I'm not going to preheat the CO2. So we're just going to use room temperature CO2. We'll see what we have for PSI for that, but I won't be using the preheater. If everything works good, then I'll probably run another test preheating the CO2. But for tonight, I'm just going to do it. Just the CO2, cold CO2, the way it is. And with these rebuilt magazines, I got 2 of the magazines have the extended magazine ends on them, and the third one doesn't. However, the third one does have the longer spring in it, and it's also been rebuilt otherwise, so we'll run the 2 extended mags first, and at that point the PSI, if it is naturally, if it does start off higher than 850 PSI, by the time I get to that third mag, I won't be anywhere near that anyway. So we'll see how it goes with this, and we'll go from there. So let me gas it up first. I have not gassed this up in CO2 in a little while, so hopefully I don't have any leaks on it. So we'll start off by gassing up the, let me get this earplugs out of the way. We'll gas up the 12 gram in the 12 gram that's in the handle. And I apologize now. Allergies are wicked bad right now. So, and then I'll go ahead and I'll puncture the 2 in the Umrex cylinder. And then if I get a good puncture on everything, then we'll check and see what the PSI is. We'll close the on and off valve, and we'll start shooting, see how it goes. Hopefully we don't drop these rebuilt mags, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. So let's puncture the, now this is also after the problem I had the other night on HBA, and also that slide check HBA tank where I turned it on and it dry fired. So this is the first time I'm shooting this since then, and I'm doing it this time on CO2. So wish me luck. So let's see what happens. I mean, if I can even pressurize the gun right now without a problem would be a plus. So let's see. All right, well, that's a good sign. I'm not hearing anything. Besides, the bolt did close. Yeah, there's nothing in there. Just double checking. All right, so we got a good puncture on the handle, and I'm not hearing any leaks. So I'm going to puncture the 2 times 12 gram. Let me make sure this is off. All right. All right. Looks to be a good puncture there. Let's turn on the digital PSI gauge, and all right, so it's showing 820, 832. It's still stabilizing and coming up a little bit. Well, 832 PSI. 832. 836 now. All right, so with any luck, both of these cartridges did puncture in here. Now, if I had preheated this first, I would have been dealing with probably 1100, 1200 psi in here if both of them actually punctured under, with them being preheated, that is. But without preheating them, looks like it's coming up to about 840 now. So it still seems to be just under the 850 psi, which I should be in the safe zone to run the heavy ammo anyways. But in addition to that, like I said, I just rebuilt the magazines and I added an extender on it. So we should be good. Shouldn't be dropping any of these mags. So let's see what we get. All right, I think I hear a leak. Yeah. Got a little bit of a leak, but I haven't turned on this valve yet. I think it's leaking out of the on and off here. Let me turn it on and see. We're down to 793. I let off some gas because I was starting to think that leak was getting worse, but it wasn't. So I kind of got a little nervous about it. Oh, I see where it's leaking. All right, we're going to shoot through this leak. I had this apart, and I didn't check it since then, so I think this needs to be tightened up or something, or I need to put some thread sealer on it. So instead of wasting all the CO2, I'm going to shoot through it. We're sitting at just under 800 psi right now. So we're gonna shoot through this. All right, 8.5 grams, 6 rounds in this extended mag. Just going to call out the feet per second here. All right, shot 1. .462.3. I could feel like a bounce, but the mag didn't drop. But I felt like a rattling down in the handle area. We got 742 now. So shot number 2. .443. Shot number 3. 437. Back at me. Shot number 4. 428.2. Shot number 5. 422.6. Shot number 6. Oh, maybe that was 6. I probably miscounted. Yeah, I had 6 in there. I must have miscounted. All right, so we're sitting at 657, and this thing's still leaking, so I'm going to have to fix the leak. But the magazine held up. Nothing's damaged. The new detent looks good. The stiffer spring setup and the extended mag probably helps anyways, but we weren't at that crazy pressure either yet, so it remains to be seen if this is going to help me or not. And once I start getting over 850 psi and then I try it, I'll know. But I feel like those numbers, those feet per second, were pretty good considering it was cold CO2. All right, I got 683 left here, so we're gonna run a second mag of the 8.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of the 8.5. All right, mag 2, shot 1. .409 feet per second, and the magazine dropped. See, no rhyme or reason now. I mean, I was way under the pressure that this mag should be dropping out. So, crazy. Didn't get damaged though, so that's good. All right, let's see what we have left for pressure. 594 psi. We'll shoot a few more. And let me just do a little service loop again. This ain't the extended mag, but I don't want to see this one end up hitting the floor. All right, so we got 585.8 psi left. See how many more we can get. Shot 1. 373.6. Shot 2. 351.1. Shot 3. 318.7. Shot 4. All right. Didn't read. Bounced back though. Shot 5. 251. Shot 6. 191. That's it. Dead trigger. Oh man, that's it. All right. So I was not expecting that. I mean, the first mag didn't drop at all, which I was expecting it shouldn't because of 2 reasons. One, we were no more than 850 psi, and I haven't seen the problem up until the second mag. Then everything went fine the first mag. The second extended mag that I put in there with 6 rounds, you saw it. It sounded like it double fired and dropped the mag. So, and then third magazine fired just fine. So that's where we're at. Numbers will be in the video. And have to give it some thought, I guess. See what that was about. I do want to check the punctures in the 2 times 12 gram Umarex here really quick and verify we did puncture both of those cartridges. So we'll do that because it does have a mind of its own these days. Sometimes it does not puncture fully. Well, both of them, I should say. Because I'm running the Umarex cylinders, I stopped running that little spacer because it seemed like that may have actually been hindering me more than anything else. So the last in, first out looks good. Good puncture. And the first in, last out, very nice puncture, nice tear. So I'm apparently not having issues with, as long as I use the Umarex branded cartridges in the Umarex cylinder without the spacer. Then it looks like this is I think the 3rd time I've done it that way, and I haven't had a problem. They've both been getting punctured. So, but I did put the new puncture cap on from another 2 times 12 gram I had laying around, a newer one. So that could have made a difference too. Probably had a sharper puncture. So All right, so semi-successful test. I'm sure my power was there. You know, it's well over 400 feet per second, so I'm probably up in the high 70s, 80s or something, maybe higher. So I'm good there. Where I'm not good, where it's a little bittersweet, is the, yeah, I oiled it good, man. I sprayed oil all over this thing. I think it's oiled for a little while. Yeah, so where I'm not so good is that extended mag, the second one. It shouldn't have dropped, and it did. The first shot on the first extended mag, I could feel in the handle, I could feel there was some activity going on in there. So I'm still getting pressure going down into that mag well. Although it didn't drop the first mag. And I would have thought if it was going to drop any of them, it'd be the first one when we had the most CO2 pressure. And again, mind you, I did not preheat the CO2 at all. So these were just room temperature, probably 72, no more than 75 degree. Probably more like 72 because they were up in the office. Actually, they were sitting in the gun in the office closet because I store it with unpunctured CO2. And when I punctured it, the most we were getting is just shy of 850 psi. And on all the other tests, I didn't have a problem with 850 and under. Or higher pressure, but with lighter ammo. I didn't have a problem. So I don't know. It seems like every time I get my finger on this a little close, like I know where it's going so I can figure out a workaround, it seems to exhibit a different symptom. So I can't win with this. I honestly can't win. Maybe it's time to just move to another marker. I mean, I'm definitely going to start doing a lot more to the new marker there, to the intrabuster. So as accessories and barrels are released with that, I'll be definitely investing into that platform. But I'm not giving up on my X-68. I'll figure it out. I'll figure a workaround at some point. Yeah, that's it, guys. Anyways, hopefully this was, yeah, hopefully it was entertaining. Anyways, peace out. Thanks for watching.